Hello, wonderful viewers. Welcome to another exciting episode on Abovewhispers Conversations. Thank you for joining us once again. My name is Kale Nuka, and joining me today, I have the Savvy Trio. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Kale.
Hello, viewers. My name is Omolola.
Hi, everyone. My name is Morenikeji.
Hello, everyone. My name is Modupeoluwa.
Today, we have a very, very revealing and reflective topic. This is a topic that will make you shake your body up and sit up and do the right thing, and also think about how you have been living your life. Our topic today is may your seat not be empty. May our seats not be empty. Oh.
Amen. Oh.
Today, this topic is actually an article from the collection of essays, Where is Your Rapper? Where is Your Rapper is a transformational, enlightening, and very intriguing masterpiece written by Erelu Bisi-Fayemi, one of Africa's most vocal feminists, gender specialist, and renowned author. So let's read an excerpt from the article as we dive into the conversation. There is a time of the year when I become quite apprehensive and agitated. During this period, I play all kinds of scenarios in my mind, and I find it difficult to concentrate. It is the time of the year when I have to do my medical checks. As we grow older, the things to watch out for increase. Ever since a very close friend was diagnosed with breast cancer 10 years ago, I have not missed my yearly mammograms. My friend passed away 4 years after her diagnosis. Last year, I lost another good friend to pancreatic cancer. It was all over so quickly. She passed away within 6 months of the diagnosis. The more friends and peers I lose to cancer and heart attack, the list keeps growing each year. The more I panic. You can't help but ask, what is the point in planning anything if we don't have control over what happens to us? Yet, we must plan and live our lives.
Yeah.
This is very, very reflective, and it makes me really wonder, do women truly prioritize their health as much as they should?
At all. When it comes to as much as women should, we don't. You know, women are carried away with making everything work out. They are concerned with everybody being fine. They pay attention to every other thing but themselves. And when it comes to their own health, there's just this way that they assume and round up everything to all they need is sleep. It will be slept off. I just need to rest.
I just need to relax.
I just need to drink. Once I take water. Everything will just but what if it doesn't? You know, most times you hear women say things like, it's just headache. Is that regular headache? What if it's not just headache? What if something is attached to it? And you know, you have headache today, you leave it. Tomorrow, leg pain. Next tomorrow, hand pain. Before you know it, everything becomes new body pain. You know, we don't pay attention to our health, and we should not just assume that with little rest everything would go away like that.
I quite agree with Modupe. Women don't pay attention to their health. And I think some of us are actually guilty.
True.
You know, in the name of being strong for my family, I have to be strong for my husband. I have to be strong for my children. I have to be strong for my parents. I have to be strong for my sibling. We kind of like forget and neglect ourselves. You know, I have to be strong. Even when I'm not fine, I want to put up that bold face, make people believe that I'm fine.
That you're
so
okay.
far, everyone is
that
fine.
you have everything put
yes,
together.
I am the strong one. I have to be strong. No. I can't afford to sleep down. I can't afford to go to the hospital and take admission. I have to be strong for my family. In the process, you neglect yourself, and so you have an accumulated kind of like stress or eventually illness that could have been taken care of that will now eventually become terminal. There's something that can be nipped in the bud on time. So women don't really pay attention.
I feel that apart from that, women actually feel guilty about putting themselves first.
That's true.
Because you begin to think, because my child has not eaten, why should I now eat? No, you are the one that, and unfortunately, most of these women are actually the providers. So if the provider is down, all your dependents will be down.
Suffer.
So they will suffer. So this guilty feeling like, no, if I buy that thing for myself, what of my own child that is, this. No, once in a while, put yourself first.
Yes.
The world will not come crashing. It will not come crashing.
And you know, there's this funny thing that women do. Everything fine is only seen on others but themselves.
That's true.
Which is very,
true.
very
Others
true.
as
We rarely actually pay attention to ourselves.
ourselves.
And the issue of health is that is a debt you will eventually pay. You will eventually pay it. So we need to start with the small things, and luckily for us today we have a nurse on, right here. So Morenikeji, could you tell us some regular checkups that women should have to be able to nip these things in the bud?
Women should actually do general health checks, but then there are checks that are peculiar to women. As common as blood pressure monitor. You can have a blood pressure monitor at home to check, because even the stress that we go through every day can make you can tilt you to the edge of raised blood pressure. True. Then self-breast examination from the age of 21. You can't just ignore it, because there is a research that confirms, that verifies that 90% of breast cancer are found out by the women themselves in the course of breast self-examination or by accident.
Morenikeji, please tell them again.
Yes, by accident. 90% of breast cancer are discovered by the women themselves. It's only the 10% that they discover maybe in the course of maybe their spouse or in the course of routine check at the hospital. Breast examination is something that anyone from age 21 should know. You should be able to know. What do you look out for? You check your breast, what you see and what you can feel. The look and the feel of the breast is what you want to know. So you want to look at the breast. You are standing in front of the mirror naked. You are checking yourself out. You relax. You check yourself out. You check the size. Is there any unusual asymmetry? Because truly the sizes of the breast is not the same. It's not the same. Two breasts, they don't look at. But then you would have noticed some differences. Are there sores? Is there dimples? Is there pain? You check the nipple. Is there any discharge? Then you turn around. You put your hand on your waist, on your hip. You turn around. You check on the right. Check on the left. Raise your hand. Check for symmetry. And then you move on to lie down. If I want to check the right, I put a pillow or a pad of cloth on beneath my shoulder, and I put my hand, the left, if I'm checking the left, I put my hand, my left hand at the back of my head. I check in circular motion, like a spiral motion, exactly, not circular. You go spiral like that, and you go round and round, you feel it, you try to see, is there any lump, are there any unusual masses, and all of that. Then you do the same for the right. And you can do, while you do that, so that way you have done it in a spiral motion, you can still do it in front of the mirror. I believe that many women, that's how many women found out that they have breast cancer. Apart from that, there are some other investigations. Pap smear. Pap smear should be taken every 3 years. But when you age, it can be incorporated into the annual routine. Even the breast examination, you can go for routine, yearly clinical breast examination, where doctors or nurses who have been licensed to do, they do the same examination. Maybe there's something you have not been able to pick, they pick it. And even endoscopy is for men and women, but pap smear is for women to check for cervical cancer. Most of the cases of the cancer, if they discover early,
on time,
if you can pick it on time, they can be solved. Even mammogram. But the limitation of mammogram is that if you are not 40, you can't do. But even when there is a lump, there are many options that your physician will tell you. Apart from all of this, yearly annual routine check. You just go to the hospital, do an annual routine check. If it's too expensive, let's incorporate the habit of registering our family for NHIS. It makes life easy. And so there are things like this, many investigations like that, blood work and all of that. By the time you even go for your annual checkup, your doctors will give you you do x-ray, you do this, you do that, and then if you are fine, you have this rest of mind. So even if headache comes, you can tell, no, as at last month I did. And then you have an appointment again, where you go back and check again, and so you can easily detect some things, terminal or deadly diseases on time, and then treat it on time, rather than wait until you are down.
By then,
before you go, it's often too late. So don't wait to be sick before you go to the hospital.
I like what Morenikeji said. And another thing we need to know is that your doctor recommending some certain drugs or certain supplements for you does not mean that it's a death sentence.
Yes,
it's a sign that
it is
some
not.
you are going to die or something. It's not. That is not it. They might notice some deficiencies. Some like people like us that are women, that we have our menstrual cycle every month.
Oh yes.
You lack some things. You lack some nutrients and all of that.
Iron.
They give you some medication. Iron.
Yeah.
They give you some medication to use. Does not mean that you are sick or they see that you want to fall ill. No, not necessarily. But that you do not get to the point where you now
totally
get down and all that. So let's not take it as when you are given medication, use for this certain amount of time. Use it religiously. Nobody tells you after you not say, that doctor is not even, they don't know what they are doing, or that hospital, they don't know what they are doing.
Say, God forbid, I will not take.
It's good, pray for work and pray. Follow your doctor's advice and do what they say.
Yes.
See, maybe we need to remind everybody at home that see, if you die today, that's the end.
It's final.
It's over.
Once there's full stop on your matter, we're not opening another paragraph.
It's over.
And you find out that life will go on after you. The moment you are gone, people will leave. Things will be sorted, everything will work out, whether you like it or not. See, you'll be surprised that those that you are dying over, killing yourself over, when you are 6 feet below, they will be partying 6 feet above, because they will move on. So it's important that we take care of ourselves. We take to all the advices that have been given.
We do celebration of life now.
At the end of, and we eat rice,
and everybody
we'll party at the
moves
end of the day, and we'll move on.
The issue of health cannot be overestimated. We can't take it. It's not something we should take trivial at all. Health is wealth. We cannot trivialize the issue of health whatsoever. We know that yes, you are working. You're trying to make ends meet. You're trying to provide for your children and all of that. But you don't want it to be that. By the time it's time to actually reap the fruits of your labor, your body can no longer carry you. It's a big deal, and we need to take it personal. One of the things that really intrigues me is the negligence on the part of people who we expect to know better. Take for example, doctors, people who are
Health
practitioners, people who seem to be well read, people who seem to have been exposed, who travel a lot, who have the money, have the exposure, have the knowledge, but still do not do these things, still do not pay attention to their health. Why do you think this is so?
I think so. I think it is so because we feel that our bodies just have to give us signs. Do you understand? And the sad part is that prevention is actually better than cure. When death comes, it is final. You are gone. You cannot you cannot turn back the hands of the clock. And a lot of deaths would have been prevented if they had paid attention. So prevention is better than cure. Sadly, most people just feel that no, my body, but we forget that the part that we can see is actually small compared to the part that we cannot see. So you don't know when something is happening. You cannot see it. So that's what happens most
It's very
times.
important to actually be intentional about it.
Yeah. As much as we can see some parts of the body, our body still speaks to us.
True.
The headache that we ignore, the stomach ache, the rumbling that you ignore can be signs of very dangerous things. Yes. And so it's important to know our body and listen. The body has a language. The body has a language. Every disease, every illness speak a language. There are signs, there are symptoms. And so when you see some things, today, let's say you have taken paracetamol, and tomorrow the headache is still there. Please, even if it is going to be malaria, go to the hospital. Let it be confirmed that may malaria, and then you can know how to treat. And go ahead.
There are lots of things that it can be.
Yes, headache can present. From anything. It can be symptom of anything.
And the funny thing is as though virtually all illnesses have the same symptoms. Where it starts from headache, fever.
Yes.
That pattern just follows.
Yes. So it's important to know the body, to know the body language, and listen. It's not enough to know, but it's enough to listen and act appropriately.
That's true. I know this is just a charge to every one of us that we should actually take care of ourselves. Let us be mindful of our health. See, you only live once.
And
after once, you are gone. Be mindful of your health. Pay attention to your nutrition, to exercise, to what you do to your body. See, devil most of the time used to sit down on his own. And we are the ones
that
sit down. I'm available. Come and give me trouble. The devil sits on his own most of the time. So there's no God forbid, because everybody is God forbidding it, but it happens. So please let us pay attention to our body and let's actually act.
Another thing I'd like to ask is, when you go to the hospital, talk to your doctors. Ask questions. Don't only listen.
Yes.
Sometimes it is they will only make their judgment for what you have told them.
Yes.
Please don't hide any information.
Exactly.
And then listen to them. Don't only listen. Have a conversation. Quality communication. Even to the thing you think is stupid. Please ask questions. They are giving you this medication. What do you expect? There are some side effects.
Exactly.
You should know, so that when you start seeing the signs, you will not even see. You will not think it's a disease. It's not. It's even the disease that is getting worse. You know that these are things you are supposed to expect. So that's very important.
This has been very, very, very enlightening. We cannot, trivialize the issue of health. And like Modupe said, the devil is on his own. It's not everything that the devil causes. Sometimes it's our lifestyle. Sometimes it's our negligence. And I believe that you have learnt a lot from this episode. Please share this video to anyone that you think would benefit from this video, especially those people that don't like going to the hospital. They will give them drugs. They will say, God forbid, I will not be on drugs forever. No. The health system is in your favor. Try to talk to doctors, like they've said. This issue is very important, and it can save us from, stories that touch in the long run. Thank you so much for staying tuned to this particular episode. Thank you for viewing. Please share the video. Please follow us on all our social media platforms. We really appreciate you, our viewers. Till we come your way again, we say bye.